It was a quiet night at the Global Space Communication Center in Nevada. The stars were shining brightly above, but inside the control room, only the soft hum of machines could be heard. Alex Carter, a young space engineer, sat in front of a large screen. He was tired, sipping cold coffee, and watching rows of data scroll down the monitor. Most nights were boring here, just signals from satellites, weather reports, and random space noise. But tonight, something strange happened. A new signal appeared on his screen. It was soft, slow, and didn't match any pattern he had ever seen before. The frequency was unknown. The code was not in binary, and yet, it felt organized, almost like a message. Alex leaned forward. "What is this?" he whispered. He pressed a few buttons and started recording it. The signal kept coming, like a voice trying to speak, but broken. He boosted the clarity, ran it through the translator. Still no result. Then suddenly, the noise stopped, and a clear, soft voice spoke. "Hello, human." Alex froze. The voice was not robotic. It was smooth, calm, and female. It didn't sound like a computer or machine. Sounded real. He looked around. The room was empty. No one else had noticed it. He hit record again, his fingers shaking. The voice spoke once more, clearer this time. "You are beautiful." Alex blinked. "What?" He ran the audio again. Same words. "You are beautiful." It made no sense. Why would an alien, if that's what it was, send a message like this? Was it a joke? A hack? But there was no signature, no IP, no trace of a satellite. The signal came from deep space, from a place beyond Mars. Alex tried to trace the origin. His computer showed a moving dot, fast, heading closer to Earth. Then the voice returned, but this time, it said his name. Alex Carter. He jumped from his seat. No, that's not possible. He turned on the emergency communication line to the main command room. "This is Alex Carter at Station 4, he said. "I just received a signal from deep space. A clear voice. It knows my name." But the reply came slow. "No signal detected on main channels," the voice from command replied. "Can you repeat?" Alex looked at his screen. The signal was gone. He played back the recording, but the file was empty. No voice. No sound. Nothing. Alex sat back in his chair. Was he dreaming? Hallucinating? Then the screen flickered. A strange symbol appeared. Glowing blue, like a flower made of light. And the voice came one last time. "I'm coming, Alex." The screen went black. Alex stared, heart racing. He had no idea what had just happened. But he knew one thing for sure. Something or someone out there was watching him. 3 hours later, high above Earth, a dark silver spaceship hovered in silence. Its shape was like a crescent moon, smooth and beautiful. No human technology had ever seen it. Inside the ship, a tall figure stood near a glowing console. She had soft silver skin, long white hair, and eyes that changed color like a storm. Her name was Zyra, and she was not human. She touched a screen and watched Alex's image. He looked confused, scared, but curious. Zyra smiled. "He heard me," she said softly. A robotic voice behind her responded. "Zyra, you broke protocol. Direct contact is not allowed." "I don't care," she said. "He's different. I had to speak to him." The robot blinked. "The commander will not be pleased." Zyra turned away, her eyes still on the screen. "I didn't come here to please the commander. I came here for him." Back on Earth, Alex left the control room. The night air felt colder than before. The stars looked different now, as if one of them was watching him. He didn't tell anyone what happened. They wouldn't believe him. But deep inside, he knew the voice was real, and it had said something no one ever had before. "You are beautiful." The next morning, Alex Carter couldn't focus. He sat at his workstation, but the numbers and signals on the screen looked like nonsense now. His mind kept going back to the voice. "You are beautiful. I'm coming, Alex." It was stuck in his head like a dream, strange, soft, and too real to forget. Suddenly, The lights above him flickered. Once, twice. Then all screens turned black for a second. Just 1 second. But when they came back, there was a new message blinking on his monitor. Step outside. Now. Alex's heart skipped a beat. He looked around. The control room was still empty. Night shift again. Nobody watching. He hesitated, then stood up, grabbed his jacket, and walked out into the desert night. The desert was quiet, but the wind had a strange feeling, as if the earth itself was holding its breath. Then he saw it. A silver blue light shimmered behind a nearby hill. It wasn't flashing like a helicopter or glowing like a star. Pulsed, like a heartbeat. Curiosity pulled him forward. Alex climbed over the rocky hill and stopped. A ship was there, floating just a few inches above the ground. Silent, smooth, shaped like a crescent moon. No engines, no sound, no door, until it opened. A vertical line appeared on the ship's surface. Then it unfolded like liquid metal, revealing a soft white light inside. Alex should have run, but he didn't. Something told him he was meant to be there. He stepped inside. The inside of the ship was peaceful, not cold, not dark. The walls glowed gently, as if alive. The air smelled faintly like flowers after rain. Then he heard it. Footsteps. From behind a silver archway, she appeared. Tall, graceful, calm. Her skin shimmered like moonlight on water. Her hair floated gently around her shoulders, even without wind. And her eyes, they were impossible to describe. They looked like stars reflected in an ocean. She looked at Alex and smiled. "You came," she said softly. Alex stared. He didn't know what to say. She looked almost human, but too perfect, too unreal. Who are you?" he finally asked. "I am Zyra," she said. "From Valari, a planet far from yours." Alex blinked. "You're an alien." She tilted her head. "To me, you are the alien." He almost laughed. Her voice was the same as the signal. Soft, calm, and strangely warm. "Why me?" he asked. "Why did you contact me?" Zyra took a step closer. "Because you were listening." She moved her hand and a small image appeared in the air. A hologram of Alex, working at his console, yawning, bored. "I watched your world," she said. "So loud, so busy. But you listened. You were patient." Alex's face turned red. "That's not exactly special." "But it is," Zyra said, her voice serious now. "Your kind is loud, hungry, always moving. But you feel, you care. You look up at the stars and wonder. You are not like the others." Alex was silent. No one had ever said something like that to him. Not even another human. Zyra reached into a silver box beside her and took out a small crystal. "This is from Valari," she said. "It glows brighter when emotions are strong. I want you to have it." He touched it. It was warm. "Wait," he said. "Why are you really here?" Zyra hesitated. "There are others watching," she said. "My people sent me to study humans, to see if your kind is dangerous. But I disobeyed. I contacted you before I was allowed." Alex stepped back. "Are you saying this is illegal?" She gave a sad smile. "Let's say it's risky." Suddenly, the calm air inside the ship changed. The walls dimmed slightly. A voice echoed from above. "Unauthorized contact detected. Zyra, return to protocol." Zyra ignored it. "I don't care what they say," she said. "I wanted to see you, to know if what I felt was real." Alex frowned. "Felt?" Zyra nodded. "When I saw you, when I heard your voice, I felt something new. Something I don't have a word for in my language. But I believe you humans call it." She paused, almost shy. "Attraction." The voice returned, colder this time. "Zyra, this contact will be reported. The commander is watching." Zyra looked up at the ceiling, then back at Alex. "I must go for now," she said. "But I will come back." She walked him toward the door. The ship hummed gently like it understood. As Alex stepped out, Zyra whispered, "You are still the most beautiful thing I've seen in this galaxy." The door closed behind him. The ship vanished upward without a sound, like a falling star in reverse. Alex stood alone in the desert, heart racing, eyes wide. He knew this was just the beginning.
3 nights passed. Alex Carter had not slept well since the encounter. The stars looked different now. Not just lights in the sky, but windows. Eyes. Something out there had looked back. He walked alone in the desert behind the facility each night, hoping to see the ship again. He had no proof, no video, no evidence. But he remembered her voice. "You are the most beautiful thing I've seen in this galaxy." Who says that? And why him? On the 4th night, she returned. No sound, no wind, just light. Alex turned, and there she was. Zyra, the alien girl. Silver skin glowing under the moonlight. Long white hair floating gently, though the air was still. "Hello again," she said. Alex smiled without thinking. "I was starting to think I imagined you." She walked closer. "Your mind couldn't imagine me that well." He laughed. She was teasing him, almost playful. This time, she wasn't here on a mission. She had come back just to see him. Inside the ship, the walls adjusted to his presence again. Warm lights, gentle air, soft colors. It felt more like a home than a spacecraft. They sat facing each other near a circular display. Above them floated images from Earth. Waterfalls, birds, children laughing, fire. Alex was showing her things. Human things. "Why do you do this?" she asked, watching children play. "Do what?" "Smile. Laugh. Touch each other. Cry." Alex looked at the projection of a mother hugging her child. Because it's how we feel. It's how we show we care. We're emotional creatures. Zyra looked down at her glowing hands. "We don't do this on Valari," she said quietly. "Our society removed emotion a long time ago. We thought it made us weak." She paused. "But I've been watching you, feeling things, new things, and I don't know what they are." Alex tilted his head. "What do you mean?" Zyra looked at him slowly. "When you first replied to my signal, my hands warmed. When you smiled at me, my chest felt light. When I had to leave you, it hurt." Alex's breath caught. She looked confused, like a machine trying to understand a heartbeat. "That's emotion," he said softly. "That's feeling." Zyra touched her chest. "There's no word for this in my language." Alex reached out, not touching her, but close. "Maybe you don't need a word. You just need to feel it." Suddenly, the ship flickered. A low sound echoed through the walls. Zyra stood quickly. The room dimmed. "What is it?" Alex asked. "The commander's signal," she said. "He's searching for my location." "You're being tracked?" She nodded. "I didn't get permission to come here again. If they find me, they'll take me back. Or worse, they might come for you too." Alex stood beside her. "Why risk it?" Zyra looked at him, her voice low, steady. "Because something in me wanted to see you again, even if it's dangerous." Her eyes glowed brighter for a second. "I don't understand it, Alex. I'm not supposed to feel. I'm not supposed to care. But when I look at you, I feel alive." Alex stepped closer. The silence between them felt like electricity. "You're not just studying humans anymore, are you?" he said. She shook her head. "No. I'm experiencing them. Through you." Outside the ship, clouds gathered. A small drone zipped through the sky, almost invisible. Watching. Listening. Back inside, Zyra's AI activated. Warning. Unidentified surveillance detected. Valari code detected. Zyra cursed under her breath, in a language Alex didn't understand. "They're here." Alex looked at her. "What now?" Zyra turned to him, serious but calm. "I have to hide you. If they know we connected this deeply, they'll take you." He swallowed hard. "Take me where?" "Somewhere you'll never come back from." Zyra raised her hand. A section of the ship folded open into a hidden room. "Stay here. Don't speak. Don't move." Alex stepped inside. The door sealed silently behind him, leaving him alone in the dark. He could barely hear the conversation outside. A cold, deep voice spoke through the ship's system. Zyra. This is Commander Rowe. Report now. Zyra answered calmly. Just gathering data, Commander. Nothing unusual. Your ship shows emotional spikes. You are unstable. I am learning, she said. That's what you wanted, isn't it? Silence. Then, we are watching. Don't forget your mission. The signal ended. Zyra opened the door. Alex stepped out, eyes wide. Who was that? My future, if I obey. She looked at him. This time, her voice a whisper. But I'm not sure I want that future anymore. Outside, the stars were brighter now. But inside both of them, something far more powerful had started to glow. Something neither of them could explain. And neither of them wanted to stop.
The ship floated silently above the desert. From the outside, it looked like a silver tear in the sky. Still, peaceful, harmless. But inside, something was changing. Alex Carter sat alone in the observation room. The soft hum of the ship felt louder than usual. The lights around him pulsed slower, almost as if the ship was nervous too. Zyra hadn't spoken much since the commander's warning. She stood at the edge of the control panel, her back to him, staring into a swirling blue hologram, her home planet, Valari. Alex watched her quietly. She looked different now. Not alien, not human, just distant. Zyra, he said gently, talk to me. What's going on? She didn't turn around. I didn't come here just to observe you, she said. Alex stood. I figured. You're too curious. Too emotional. Zyra turned now. Her eyes didn't glow like before. I was sent here for a mission. A secret one. She touched the hologram. It shifted, showing Earth. My people have watched your world for years. Not because we admire it. Because we fear it. Alex frowned. Fear us? Zyra nodded slowly. Your species is unpredictable. You build weapons faster than peace. You destroy nature, then try to fix it. You feel deeply, and sometimes violently. She walked toward him, her steps slow. So the Valari High Council decided. We must test humanity to see if you're ready for contact. Or if you must be eliminated. Alex took a step back as if struck. Eliminated, he said. You mean invasion? No, Zyra said softly. Not war. Something quieter. Cleaner. We don't fight like you. We erase. Alex's hands tightened into fists. Then why me? Why talk to me? Why everything? Zyra looked at him now, fully openly. Because I disobeyed. She raised her hand, and a new image appeared. It showed files, documents, mission orders, all with one word glowing red. Classified. I was assigned to Earth, to study one human closely, someone average, someone unnoticed, someone easy to remove. Alex's mouth fell open. You chose me. I didn't, she said. They did. Your name was drawn randomly. Silence filled the room. And yet, Zyra whispered, the moment I heard your voice, I knew I couldn't follow the plan. Alex looked away, trying to breathe. I was just an experiment, he said bitterly. At first, she agreed. But not anymore. A low chime rang through the ship. A warning. Zyra turned back to the console. Her fingers danced over the controls. They're coming, she said. Another ship. Valari military. To extract me. And what happens to me? If they know how deep our connection is. She paused, then looked him dead in the eyes. They'll see you as a threat. A contaminant. Alex stepped forward. Then run. We can escape. Zyra gave a small, broken smile. Where would we go? Every system is watching. Every move tracked. They think I've gone soft. Alex looked at her, saw fear. Not just for herself. But for him. Why risk everything for me? He asked. She looked down. Because I started feeling things I was never trained to feel. She stepped closer. When you showed me your world, your music, your people, your smile, I felt something more powerful than duty. Zyra took his hand. I think humans call it love. Suddenly, the walls of the ship turned red. A new alert flashed. Incoming craft. Valari patrol vessel. TA 9 minutes. Zyra's voice turned cold, calm again. We have one choice. You come with me, now. Off Earth. We disappear. Together. Alex stared at her. Leave Earth? Leave everything behind? His home, his life, his world? And yet, Earth had never made him feel like she did. His voice shook. What if we're caught? Zyra squeezed his hand. Then I die beside the only thing that made me feel alive. They ran to the core of the ship. Zyra spoke rapidly to the AI. Randomize warp destination. Disable tracking. Full cloak mode. The ship responded. Warning. Cloaking during warp may damage life systems. Do it, she said. Alex turned to her. This is crazy. She looked at him, eyes bright again. No, this is human. Outside, another ship broke through the clouds. Sleek, black, watching. But Zyra's ship was already gone, vanishing into the stars like a breath. No trace, no signal, no goodbye. Just a quiet message left behind in Earth's airwaves. This planet taught me how to feel, and one human taught me what it means to live. The stars blurred into long streaks as Zyra's ship warped through uncharted space. Inside, the air trembled. Lights flickered. The AI voice buzzed with tension. Warning. Warp jump complete. Cloaking system damaged. Life support at 83%. Alex stumbled as the floor shook. He grabbed onto a silver railing, heart pounding. Are we safe now? He asked. Zyra stood at the console, face pale, hair floating like she was underwater. No, she said. We only bought time. She turned to face him, breathing slowly. They'll come. They always do. The ship hovered near a dying red star, hidden behind a debris cloud. Alex looked out the window. Space was darker here. Strange. Empty. Felt forgotten. Zyra walked toward him, holding 2 silver cups. Drink this, she said. It helps your body adjust to being this far from your sun. He took the cup. The liquid inside shimmered like liquid moonlight. Tasted cold, but calming. So, Alex said, voice quiet. This is what running from aliens feels like. Zyra gave a small smile. This is what feeling costs me. They sat in silence for a while. The hum of the ship felt like a heartbeat. Alex looked at Zyra, really looked at her. Even now, far from Earth, surrounded by nothing but danger and metal, she still looked like light in the dark. You could have left me, he said, back on Earth. You could have gone back to your people and been safe. Zyra didn't look away. I didn't want to be safe, she said. I wanted to be free. She turned to him slowly. And with you, I feel free. Alex's breath caught in his throat. For a moment, everything was quiet, until the alarm screamed. Incoming vessel. Signature. Valari Military Patrol. Zyra leapt to the controls. How did they find us? Alex asked, rushing to her side. Zyra's fingers flew across the console. They tracked my emotional signature. I left a trace. I was distracted. Alex placed a hand on her shoulder. What do we do? Zyra stared at the screen. A red dot was closing in. If we run again, we'll lose all power. If we fight, we won't win. She looked at him, eyes wide. But I have an idea. It's dangerous. Alex didn't blink. Tell me. Minutes later, the ship powered down. Lights off. Engines silent. Life support running only at minimum. Zyra had taken them deep into an asteroid field, hiding between giant rocks, like prey waiting under shadows. Alex sat with her in the dark. They were so close now, he could feel the quiet rise and fall of her breathing. Why do you trust me? He asked. Zyra whispered. Because I watched 1,000 humans from far away. They shouted, lied, hurt each other. But you were quiet. You listened. She looked at him. You weren't trying to be special. That's why you are. Alex looked down, unsure what to say. And then, she reached for his hand. Her touch was warm. Not perfect. Not alien. Just real. Outside, the enemy ship scanned the area. Red light passed over their hiding place. Once. Twice. Inside, Alex held his breath. The AI remained silent. The scan paused, then moved on. They were safe for now. Hours passed. They lit only a soft orb in the room, like a floating moon. Alex and Zyra sat on the floor, leaning against a wall, shoulders touching. "I don't think I belong on Earth anymore," he said quietly. Zyra looked at him. "And I don't think I belong to Valari." Alex smiled. "So what does that make us?" She thought for a moment, then answered, "Something new." Suddenly, the ship's AI flickered on again. Encrypted message received. Origin, unknown. Zyra stood quickly. She pressed the display. A hologram appeared, not from Valari, but something else. A third force. Another species. Zyra stared at the symbol. "No, it can't be." Alex stood. "Who are they?" She turned slowly, face pale. "They're not from my world. They're not from yours either." Alex frowned. "Then who?" Zyra's voice was barely a whisper. "Hunters." The message still hovered in the air. A shifting red symbol, pulsing like a warning heart. Alex stared at it. "What are they?" Zyra didn't answer at first. Her fingers moved slowly across the panel, analyzing the signal. Her expression had changed, not fear, something deeper. Recognition. "They're called the Kyrex," she said finally. "Silent predators. Ancient. No one knows where they came from, but they hunt emotion." Alex blinked. "What?" Zyra nodded. "They detect feeling. Strong emotion. It's like heat to them. Love, rage, pain. Anything alive enough to care, they consume." Alex's stomach dropped. "And we've been lighting up space with all that." She met his eyes. "We made ourselves visible." Before they could say more, a sudden surge of energy shook the ship. The walls turned deep red. The AI spoke, voice clipped, sharp. "Valari command vessel approaching. Warp signature confirmed." Alex looked at Zyra. "Your people." She nodded. "They found us." Outside, the Valari warship cut through space like a blade. Cold, black, unforgiving. Inside Zyra's ship, she turned to Alex. "There's no hiding now. They want me back. And they'll test you. Maybe even take you." Alex stood tall. "Then let them." She looked at him, like she wanted to stop time. "I won't let them hurt you." The docking procedure was fast. The Valari ship didn't ask. Took control. Metal doors opened. Cold air rushed in. Lights turned white-blue. 3 figures entered. And behind them, Commander Rowe. He was tall, thin, with silver skin like polished steel. His eyes were jet black, no light, no soul. He spoke without emotion. "Zyra, you have violated protocol. Unauthorized contact. Emotional breach. Data corruption." Zyra stood straight. "I made a choice." Rowe turned to Alex. "And this is the reason you betrayed Valari?" He walked toward Alex, studying him like a strange animal. A soft creature. Loud heartbeat. Overactive glands. Driven by chaos. Alex didn't flinch. "I'm still more alive than you." Rowe narrowed his eyes. "Then you admit it. You contaminated her. Taught her weakness." Zyra stepped between them. "No. He taught me strength. Something you forgot long ago." Rowe's voice turned sharp. "You are infected with emotion. Unstable. A threat." "Maybe," Zyra said. "But I feel. And that means I choose." Rowe turned to his guards. "Restrain her. Detain the human." Suddenly, the ship trembled again. But this time not from docking. From outside. A deep vibration passed through the floor. Then silence. Then static. The AI's voice cracked. "New contact detected. Signal unknown. Not Valari." Everyone froze. A symbol appeared in the air. Not red. Not Valari. It was the Kyrex. Zyra's voice was barely a whisper. "They followed us." The lights dimmed. Something was outside, something huge. No ship. No shape. Just a moving shadow against the stars. Rowe stepped forward. "Deploy countermeasures." But the AI replied, "Weapons offline. Emotion-based tracking detected. They see us." Alex felt it. In his bones. The pressure. The presence. It wasn't just a ship. It was a living thing. And it was hungry. Zyra turned to Ro. You came for control. You brought war. But you don't understand. We're not the predators here. Ro stared at her, then at the signal. For the first time, he hesitated. What do they want? He asked. Alex answered. Us. In that moment, Zyra moved. She grabbed Alex's hand, pulled him to the control panel, and locked eyes with Ro. You came to erase him. I came to feel him. Maybe you can't understand that. Ro raised a hand. Don't do this. But Zyra didn't wait. She slammed a palm against the panel. A secret protocol. A warp gate only she had coded. Launching final jump. Unknown destination. Cloaking engaged. The ship screamed into light. Ro and his team thrown back. Then darkness. Silence. Then stars again. Different ones. Zyra's ship floated above a purple planet. Calm. Quiet. No signals. No pursuit. Alex sat on the floor, shaking. Are we safe? Zyra didn't answer immediately. She turned slowly. Not safe, she said, but far enough to breathe. They sat together. Side by side. Zyra looked at him. I chose you when I wasn't supposed to choose anything. Alex smiled. And I believed you when I wasn't supposed to believe anything. Outside the window, the stars didn't look threatening anymore. Just distant. Like watchers. The ship floated in silence above a strange new world. A violet planet untouched by time. Unnamed by maps. Invisible to satellites. No signals. No orders. No threats. Just peace. Inside, the lights were dim and soft. Like candlelight from another reality. The air felt warmer now. Not just in temperature. In emotion. Alex sat by the window, staring out at the stars. He had dreamed of space once as a boy. Thought it would feel cold, sharp, endless. But now it felt alive. Felt like a question. Behind him, Zyra approached. Quietly, gently. As if afraid to disturb a moment too fragile. We have time, she said. Alex turned. How much? Enough to decide. She sat beside him. No walls between them now. No mission. No orders. No planet telling her what to be. Zyra had broken every rule of her people. For him, Alex had left everything behind. Not because he had to, because he wanted to. Still, the question hung between them, like an asteroid waiting to fall. What now? He asked. Zyra hesitated. There's no Earth for me, she said. If I return, I'm a traitor. If I stay here, I'm free, but alone. She turned to him. You don't belong in a war. You don't belong in exile. Alex looked down at his hands, human hands. Small, fragile, imperfect. And yet, they had changed the course of two civilizations. I don't know where I belong, he said. But I know how I felt when I was with you. Zyra's voice lowered. What did you feel? He smiled. Seen. Heard. Alive. They sat there, two beings from opposite sides of the galaxy, sharing one moment of stillness. Then the ship's AI spoke for the first time in hours. Earth signal detected. Emergency channel. Message classified. Urgent. Alex stood. Play it. The screen lit up. A human face appeared. Someone from the Space Communication Center. Alex Carter, if you're out there, Earth needs help. A ship has appeared in orbit, unknown origin. Disrupting satellites. We don't know what they want. You vanished the day it started. If you can hear this, please come home. Static. Then silence. Alex stood still. Zyra looked at him, not with fear, but acceptance. They think I brought this, he said. Zyra nodded. Maybe you did. Or maybe something followed you. She walked to the main console and pressed a button. A small crystal device rose from the panel, glowing softly. This, she said, will take you back to Earth. Safe. Alone. Alex stared at it. And you? She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. I'll disappear. Like a myth. Maybe that's all I was ever meant to be. Alex stepped forward. He looked at the return beacon. He looked at her. Then he made his choice. He turned and faced Zyra. I didn't fall in love with a myth, he said. She froze. I fell in love with a person who saw me before I saw myself, who risked everything, who broke rules, not to survive, but to feel. He reached out, took her hand. I'm not going back. Zyra's voice cracked. You're sure? Alex laughed. A little. I never felt sure on Earth. I do now. The beacon dimmed. The Earth signal faded. And outside the ship, the stars moved on.